Got a quick update from the plot today. So this is what is currently outside in the sort of cold frame and will be staying out. So we've got various brassicas and some lupins. Then we've got the broad beans, which have grown terrifically. Not sure if I've got any beans at the moment. Let's have a look. I can't see any. Maybe those first flowers were frosted. But we'll see if they produce any later on. They'll want to. Oh, that might be one. Or is it a leaf? Oh, that's a bean. Our first bean. So there's bound to be a few more of those. Then nothing in there yet. We have got the rhubarb still. That's going great. The arch is gone. I miss it. Then the apple tree, luckily, hasn't flowered yet because we're due a frost. And those that have flowered, the flowers are dying. So hopefully, this is a very small apple tree, so we'll see what happens with that. And we've got gooseberries. So nearly all the gooseberries, I've got them on, apart from the newest one. So that's awesome. Don't think any of these are apple shaped yet, but we'll see what happens on the Red Love era apple tree. And these could be. And it looks like it's just about to start to rain. So I'll try and do this quickly. Now we've got the pomegranate just there. Nothing on the cherry tree apart from some dead flowers. We've got my Knee Plus Ultra peas there. Around the back is some petit pois, which I put out today because I forgot about them. The purple Blauwschokker peas doing lovely, and the Kelton Wonder are actually flowering. So I've had to put that little support up to hold the grapevine. See if we can fix the arch one last time. And this is awesome. I've got pears on my pear tree. Oh, here comes the rain. So I'm really pleased with those. Then there's the peach tree. It's not doing anything yet. And the currant bush seems to be doing really well, even though I planted that this year. There's nothing on the red one. I think that's died. And the alliums are coming up. See the little ball things? Right, I'm going to have to go in quickly before I go in. These are the artichoke, the globe artichokes I planted from seed. And we're due a frost, and apparently once you've planted them from seed, they'll flower the next year unless they get frosted. So I'm going to see if that kills them or not. Well, that was fun. So I was going to film this today, but I forgot my tripod and it's awful one-handed. So I've planted some Firestorm runner beans this side, some Cobra French beans this side, and I couldn't find my Bellotti beans, but they're going to go in this side. Then the tumbling tomatoes seem to be doing alright in the pots, and it's not dead yet, so it's been in a week because I filmed it last Wednesday or Thursday, so that might have rooted. Then I've got lettuce in pots there, and it seems to be growing brilliantly. Now let's see if you can see the dahlias in the background there. I can't get over there, the greenhouse is too full. So I took those cuttings last week, and some of them don't seem so good, but others look to have taken. Then we've got the Moulin Rouge sunflowers at the back, and the ochre. They could do with the water by the looks of it. Now, I'm not going to take any more cuttings off these. I might take one or two off these. But there's the sunflowers in the background there. And then the sweet corn is ready to go out when the weather improves. Nice lot of sweet corn this year, making up for last year when I got none and I had to buy some. And then we've got my fuchsias for the hanging baskets in my garden. The salvia is doing alright, and the Delta Sera cuttings I took doing alright. Some more fuchsias there. I bought that one on the end there the other day. And there's the pumpkin. Now, nothing's happening yet, but that soil seems to have moved, so we shall see. Then I've got all my cucumbers and rudbeckia, and there's my delphiniums that I planted from seed. Then the runner beans, that's my first lot, Benchmaster, coming up, and some sugar baby watermelons that I planted yesterday, and some cuttings I've taken. And that in the background is a lemon scented geranium which I bought the other day. So yeah, there's some sweet peas in amongst the weeds there, and a green fly laden fuchsia. There's quite a bit of green fly in here at the moment, but it's not too bad yet. I think that lettuce is ready to go. I don't need it yet. So that's it. I'll update you on the polytunnel at a later time. Right, so this is the state of the polytunnel. It's a little bit weedy, and tonight is supposed to be the frost, so the peaches are wrapped up. Everything else is going to have to take its chances really, but they should be protected a little in here. So we've got the lettuce, that'll be fine. Fuchsias, I'll cover the geraniums. Got some onions still to go out. These sweet potatoes will need to be covered as well. Those are the sweet potatoes at the back. Then we've got my favourite flower at the moment. This absolutely smells amazing. So that's what it is. And the smell of vanilla is gorgeous. I did like the colours on them, so I also got myself this one, which is an Amicia banana split, and this one, which is very similar, called Easter bonnet. And then there's a fuchsia cutting I've taken, some Canterbury bells and my courgettes. So there's not much in the polytunnel because I'm trying to keep it as clear as possible so that I can get all my other stuff in here. So I've been doing a bit of weeding today. I'll show you in the net tunnel. Don't want to go in because I've got a feeling it's gonna fall over, but that's how everything's doing. I don't think anything's died. A few weeds are coming up and some potatoes, but the kale and spinach and sprouts are happy enough in there, and they'll have some protection from the frost. So this is my second plot, and my main job for today was actually earthing up the potatoes, and I've managed to get them all done. These first two rows, the first earlies and second earlies, were massive, so that was a huge job, but the main crop ones were only quite small. But still, it's not easy because this is still clay, and I had to dig over the bits in between and then earth it up. But as I was here, I started out weeding the onions the other day, so it actually looks like I'm growing something here now. We got another compost bin which is full, just from the onions and garlic, and then I had some friends help me dig out this bit today as well. So all the dock leaves are gone. We're not having the chickens this year, it's probably going to be next year, and we filled that little compost thing at the back. So this plot is coming along great, and I even had a load of leeks out of it that I'd forgotten that were growing in among the weeds. So there we go, actually looks like a plot again now. Really pleased with that. And we also took one of those green wheelie bins full of weeds away as well. So yeah, I'm pleased. It's nice when you get a job done that you didn't intend to do, that you've been putting off for ages, and it just gets worse and worse and worse. But it's all done now. I did put some more strawberries in behind the shed the other day. I bought some sweet colossus or something, strawberries, and with that I had 10 free. Not sweet colossus, I can't remember what the ones I had free were, and they were from Yew Garden. And then the clematis, which is called Amazing, is doing well, and the honeysuckle's come over to have a go on that one as well. So I might have to move that, train it to go over this side. Yeah, it's all looking good. I lost my little Leo sunflowers, which is a shame. They were at the back there. Don't know what happened to them. Something's got in and at them. But never mind. Everything's all wrapped up, ready for the frost tonight. It has been cold, but not freezing. But we are due a frost today. And I was going to try and cover these strawberries, but they've only got a couple of flowers on. So they'll grow some more. So I should have. Right, so that's the sweet corn covered over properly, and the cucumbers. Hoping the runner beans will be alright under there. The sunflowers are covered over. The ochre, I'm going to let the hanging basket take its chance. They're pretty resilient, those hanging basket ones. And the greenhouse, the polytunnel's all done. So yeah, and there's my harvest of leeks. Bit small, but they're alright. I know what I'll be having for dinner tonight. Leek and potato soup. Right, so I'm going to make a quick leek and potato soup now. So we've got a few potatoes, 1 onion, and some leeks that I picked today, and a stock pot. We'll also be using some water. I'll just chop these up. Right, so I've peeled the potatoes and chopped the onion and the leeks. We're going to put that in the saucepan with some oil first. So while the onions and leek are softening in this saucepan, I have chopped some potatoes up, and then we've got the veggie stock pot as well. I might add some soy milk or coconut cream to the final recipe, but I want to see what it tastes like first. Sometimes it's creamy enough without it, sometimes you want to add a bit. Yeah, let's make this soup. So I did add some coconut oil. I think this is one from Lidl's or Aldi, which is cheap enough. Yeah, that makes it smell quite sweet. Doesn't really change the flavour unless you hate coconuts. You might taste it a little bit. I don't know, but I can't taste it. Yeah, so I'll come back in a minute. Right, so they've softened up enough for my liking. I blend my soups at the end, so I don't worry too much about the chunks. So now I'm going to add in some water, potatoes and the veggie stock. So there we go. I added in the potatoes first because you want to add just enough water to cover everything. And then there's my veggie stock pot in there. You can use cubes or your own stock. Just adds a little bit of flavour and adds enough salt really. They can be quite salty. So yeah, I'm just going to leave that to simmer away and cook the potatoes and get all the goodness out of the potato then. I don't really leave the skins on because they don't blend very well for a soup. But yeah, love the goodness of everything cooking in there. So I'll show you more on that later. And while we're waiting for the soup to cook, we can make ourselves a nice cup of tea. And also get out the food processor blender thing. So that's boiling now. So we can turn it down. Simmer it about 20 minutes, half hour, just until the potatoes are really soft, and then we're gonna blend it in this beast. I think I got that cheap on eBay. I think it was about £30–40. It's got another cup thing with all the other stuff on it. So in the meantime, let's have that cup of tea. Later, with those carrots, I'm going to be making carrot cake. But I'm hungry now after the allotment, and I want a nice warm cup of tea. See you in a bit. So the potatoes are nice and soft now, so I'm going to quickly blend all this up. And to clean out the blender, we just put some washing up liquid and water in it. So it doesn't get it completely clean, but you can wash it properly after that then, but stops all the stuff getting stuck to it. And there you go. Not too thick, not too thin. I'll have to give it a taste now. Just see if I need to add anything. Maybe a bit of pepper. Time for some food. And my feeling is it's gonna need a little something extra, so I'm adding some cheese, which is soy cheese. No, dairy-free cheese anyway. I'm going to add some cream as well, which is soya cream. So that's the cheese. Add some cream. Another quick taste. Perfect. And there we go. A nice bowl of leek and potato soup. And I will be eating that with some bread. Gorgeous. That looks so weird without the archway. I'm gonna have to make another one. Anyway, thanks for watching, liking, subscribing and commenting. Please continue to leave your comments. I always answer them when I can. Thanks for watching.